The following is a segment from Mutare's April 6th seminar focused on enterprise cybersecurity, the growing threat of targeted attacks on the enterprise voice network, and what organizations can do now to protect their networks, their people, and their operations. Visit our YouTube channel for more segments from this presentation.
So let's talk about these IABs. What are they like and where do they come from? These guys are quiet. These are not the hackers that jump up and down, claim credit, or are trying to make names for themselves. As soon as the access is noticed, their profits are typically shattered. They need to establish and then maintain that access as long as possible, victimizing the entity or the person as long as they can. Every day they are in undetected or unrestricted, even if you have detected them, is cash in their pocket. They are amazingly persistent. One example, one of our clients had a web server that was hacked perpetually. Every single Sunday night, they would come in on Monday morning and found their web server hacked. And outwardly, it was selling knockoff goods with revenue streams going to places unknown. They would recover that server, they would use backups, recover that server, bring it back to operating state by Tuesday or Wednesday. Next thing you know, next week, the same thing over and over again. And the problem was that every time they restored that server from backup, the same problem was still present in the application layer code that allowed these guys to go back in. They're completely shameless. They had no problem with going in and hacking it every single Sunday night. We eventually figured out why Sunday night. What was the big deal about Sunday night? Well, it was a work list. This happened to be Monday morning in the Asian location where the hack was originating from. So it was just part of their to-do list on Monday morning to go back in and get these guys. And they're utterly shameless. They don't mind doing the same thing over and over again if you keep falling victim to it. What these guys want to do is to milk that digital cow for all it's worth. The tools that they're using, they're often publicly available. They include information that you have placed on your public website, on your social media presence, and maybe even in job ads. They scour all of that for what we call footprinting, to establish information about your company to get in that front door. So these guys are now functioning like well-oiled machines. They are building companies that themselves look like a prosperous commercial organization, with the exception, of course, of their product being generally illegal. You might have heard of the ransomware gang BlackMatter by now. They began operations in July of 2021, and they're probably people who were originally with rEvil. And by the way, in case you're not up to current dates on these ransomware gangs or current events, rEvil has now been recruited by the Russian government to attack targets in countries that applied sanctions against Russia because of the war in Ukraine. So they claim that they combine the best features of both the dark side and the rEvil ransomware gangs and technology to assemble this BlackMatter organization. BlackMatter does not typically advertise ransomware as a service offerings directly. However, they do post help wanted ads recruiting these IABs. These are very knowledgeable people, and they take the time and hire the talent to get to know a specific target. They are not randomly scattershotting, just doing ping sweeps or whatever sweeps of the internet and taking whatever target presents. They are going after select organizations that they believe they can make money from. On the right side of this screen is an actual help wanted ad that was placed by BlackMatter. And per this BlackMatter help wanted ad, the networks that they were seeking have to have between 500 and 15,000 hosts and ideally be located in the US, the UK, Canada, or Australia. And for that initial access, BlackMatter is willing to pay between $3,000 and $100,000 for exclusive access to these high-value networks. Most worrisome, however, is that they're trying to recruit internal, disgruntled employees. Scary.